So, in what's becoming a tradition, before we head out for this ride, looks like there's a thunderstorm brewing. So we kicked around a few options. We thought maybe we'd stay local and do something close. That way if it turned too crazy and stormy, we could always turn back. But we flipped a coin and it looks like we're gonna take our chances and head right into the heart of the storm. Hopefully things will turn out. So this was a ride in early spring. I just got my bike back from the shop after the engine was rebuilt, which I'll go into the story in another video, but it was in the evening and me and Rod were itching to go on a ride, and he had mentioned checking out the Caroline Mines out near Hope. So we loaded up the bikes with our camping gear and we figured we'd try and do an overnighter. Now, as soon as we hit the dirt, we realized we were going to be running out of daylight soon, so first thing on our agenda was finding a good place to set up camp. Now I use BC Backroad Maps on my Garmin 62, and they're pretty good. They give a good idea of where the roads are, but it's kind of hard to tell without being in the area what's going to be a good place to camp or not. Some of the things we look for are a nice dry area, hopefully a little bit of a view, and then of course firewood. Very important, because there's not much point in going camping if you can't have a beer in front of the campfire. So we pressed on a little further and we ended up heading up this very steep, kind of sharp drop-off trail, which just seemed to go on forever, and quite frankly there wasn't really anywhere half decent to set up a tent. So after we made our way up there for a while, we ended up just kind of turning around and heading back where we started.
That would not be good. Let's not do that. Find a more stable system for bungee that thing on your bike. Yeah.
Now there's a lot of crosstalk that unfortunately the GoPro did not pick up. I'm kind of working on a way right now to get either a microphone into my helmet so I can capture some of our conversations, or one of those Sena Bluetooth backs for the GoPros. Either of those two will hopefully be used in my next video.
I did. These are like 4 pounds empty. The gobies are like 12 pounds, 13 pounds each.
So in our search for a good camp spot, we ended up arriving at the tailings pond for this mine operation, but much like a lot of the other places we looked, there wasn't anywhere half decent here either. All the wood we could find was rotten and wet, and the ground was pretty hard packed, so we decided to press on.
This is the spot. This shit, no. That's pretty wet. That's pretty wet. I don't know, there's lots of stagnant water around here, which I think isn't helping.
Yeah, we might want to make our way back to that clearing that we originally looked at.
Yeah, no, I hear you. There isn't really much to see here anyways, so...
And after all that searching, we ended up right back where we started, where we figured since we were running out of daylight, we just set up here. Now, I figured I'd try out one of the time-lapse setting on my GoPro. So here you can see an accelerated view of us setting up our camp. Now, I had just picked up a brand new tent. This is my Big Angus Mountain Glow, I think it's a Rattlesnake 2, a little two-man tent, packed super light. I think it's under 3 pounds. And was pretty impressed. The only thing that I wasn't super impressed with was the pegs that they provided with the tent, as they were the standard kind of super soft bendy aluminum ones. And once we had set everything up, we set to work making a campfire, and good times and beers were had by all. And after kind of a cold, damp night, we were both feeling a little worse for wear. I think we overindulged a little bit. We had a little fire in the morning, and we made ourselves a breakfast with some delicious freeze-dried camping meals made with my Jetboil stove. Actually, it wasn't that bad. With enough hot sauce, you can pretty much make anything palatable. And there's our little campfire. So now that it was a new day, we were sitting in the fog. It was time to actually check out the abandoned mines. Now this area had been kind of closed down for I think a decade or so, and we were told there were some cool caves. Some guys on 4x4s end up driving right through the mines, but me being afraid of being crushed in some sort of mine collapse or running out of oxygen, we kind of agreed that we were not going to ride inside the mines. Now the lower access here was just completely flooded and full of water. There was no way I was getting that far in there, but still kind of neat to check out. I can't imagine the money that was spent in setting this whole operation up just to kind of abandon everything.
Yeah, this must have been like quite the fucking amount of money invested in this when you think about it. This is all caved in now. Oh, she goes down for miles, dude.
Go down or in?
In. There'd be gold around these here hills.
Yeah, man.
Apparently they have a big pile of core samples around here, like discarded ones. Oh, somebody's shooting there. pumping, so this is not it. Oh, there's some cold air coming from in there, dude. There's my flashlight. Can you grab my flashlight from my tank bag there? Open it up, it should be lying in amongst the shit. Damp here. If you got no waterproof boots, I might. Cool. And kind of creepy. How'd you like to go down there? Can you imagine working underground, man?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Not ideal.
No, I don't really want to go too much deeper into this bad boy. Yeah.
And after that, we figured we'd ride down and kind of check out more of the buildings that we saw earlier.
Right on in. Uh-oh, glass might be a concern. What do you reckon?
Pretty sure that danger keeps out sign was just a suggestion.
I guess these are the old tumblers.
I guess, eh?
You put the ore in there and then it spins and breaks it up. Fuck, dude, it looks like that fucking blew up or something. What the fuck is that? Nuts. Just nuts. Can you imagine the cost?
Would have been actually pretty good way to get down.
Yeah. marble concrete there. Where you at? Head up and then go to the left. Lead the way.
Now this road that we found was a little rough at the start. Definitely nothing we couldn't handle, but we decided we'd head up here and see where it led.
Oh, there goes the string. Yep. Well, the adventure tracks say to go to the left, but there might be some stuff to see over there. It wants us to, yeah, well, I don't know. Left takes us to the big vista view. Left it is.
Now the GoPro doesn't really do a good job here of capturing it, but this was actually really steep and really rocky, and I was just 100% focused on what I was doing. Wasn't really thinking about Rod or who was behind me, and I was just on a mission to get to the top of wherever this hill led.
Well, I wonder if he made it.
By this point I'd kind of noticed that I'd lost Rod, and after waiting a couple minutes I realized I'd have to head back down and find him. And it turned out he had had a bit of a spill and had decided that this was about as far as we'd be going on the 990, so we kind of stopped to catch our breath and then turned around and started our way back
Well,
down.
there were a couple ones I thought I was kissing my front rim. That big one there, I hit that fucking head on, full speed. That big fucker. It rolled right over it, but
Well, you're moving, right? I started getting loose here.
I just had to commit to it, right? Because I was like, well, if I back off and try and readjust, I'm not getting through. Tucker's he out picking him up, hey?
Yeah, you don't want to leave it lying there.
Looking mad at it. Oh, you're going that way. Dancing with a big girl. Oh, it's shifting, but front or rear? Oh, you need some springs, man.
And after we made our way down, we were back on the pavement, and it was getting kind of late in the afternoon, and we figured we'd start making our way back home as we both were set to work the next day. Now, as a lot of you guys who follow my channel know, I have sold my 950 and I'm now working on a Rally Raid 690, so I have a couple more videos I'm probably going to make with this bike, but after that it's going to be all 690. So like and subscribe, and I will kind of show you that that build as we go throughout the winter.